Hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show live. What's good, everybody? Good morning. This is the Wunderkind Morning Show. And we got a lot to break down for this morning. Let me go to the chat. Let me make sure everyone is safe, sound, and here, present. Yeah. Today is going to be one of them days. But it's a lot of stuff that we got to talk about. It's a lot of stuff that we got to do. It's a lot of stuff that we got to, get off our chests. And we have to look towards the future. Because our season's done. It is finito. So yeah, listen, guys, I'm going to break some of this stuff down. And I want you to understand exactly where I'm coming from when I do this. Okay? Now, this is a little different. It's a morning show. I'm going to start doing this literally every Tuesday morning and Monday morning to start off the weeks. But I'm going to break this down. Let's break this down this way, right? I'm going to read some stuff off, and I want you to look at it. But before, let's get to the chat and say what's up. Guys, Child, good morning. Rail, good morning. My man Nitro Big Dog, talk your junk today, man. I'm hurting. We all like, for real, bro, I don't want to watch football. Bro, none of us do. Every Raven fan right now is so dejected. And it's like the worst type of dejection because what it is it's like you're almost numb, but you're tired at the same time. Usually, when you're dejected, you're just like, oh, why? Why? You're like, as Raven fans, like your eyelids are stuck like this. Like, it hurts. So I get it, man. Garrison, time to clean house a little. Miyasu shot. I'm hurting, but I'm hurting more for Lamar than anything else because I can't feel how bad he wanted to deliver on his promise. Bro, Lamar is in, he's in extreme pain right now. I already know that. And hopefully I could talk with him or see him this summer and just chat it up, hopefully, and just pick his brain a little bit on some things. And I think Lamar's going to be okay, but man, I know this one hurts. I know it does. But I'm going to break some of that down also. Inside the square circle with King Judah, going for 2 in the second quarter put us in a position where we had to go for 2 just to win the game. These coaches do this every year. That was exactly my point. Y'all were live with me, and I specifically said, do not go for 2. Before we even went for 2, they were like, oh, what do you want? In the chat, someone said, you want to go for 1 or 2? I said, 1. Go for 1, because he always bites us in the tail. Well, yeah, Harbaugh. Keep Andrew, make likely tight end. No. We do not keep Andrew. Andrews is a staple here. He is not going to happily go to tight end 2. Let you know that now. And Lamar still trusts him. So he's going to get targets. He's going to have the opportunity to blow even more games in the future. Do you really want that? Could you imagine us, Lamar and them all playing perfect, and then this man drops or fumbles at the goal line, and everyone's going to say, but he played great all year. Oh. Not me. You ain't hurting me no more. No. Man, I knew once that ball was dropped, it was all Lamar's fault. That's just because that's their default. It's Lamar's fault. And I'm going to break into that too. Flex zone. No flex. Zone. Good morning. Antonio Ruffin, Harbaugh front office gone completely. Brandon Stevens is the weakest link. Yeah, he got to go. He been got to go. They targeted him the entire first drive. They say, oh, there you are. And they kept going right at him. And I'm thinking, and mind you, I expected that. And I specifically said that's why I had Ardarius getting a pick. Because I thought they were going to roll Ardarius under or over for coverage to help him. They did none of the sorts. None. That's coaching. That is coaching. Andrews is him. He's not sound. That again. Listen. Andrews is a good tight end. Likely is not only the better option, he's the cheaper option. You can't have 2 positives and then work. Like, look, I've said this before. I want these guys to get paid. Marcus had an amazing career thus far. and also he has gotten paid. So, okay, he got exactly what I wanted for him. He got his life-changing money. He got his great career. All right, now it's Likely's turn. I'm sorry, I don't know what you want me to say to this. Like, the man has cost us games multiple times. And it's not even, I already showed the stats in the last video. Every single year, he does this. Do I have to, you know what? For anybody saying, I'm going to read this, because I don't got I took down the photo of it. But I got it right here. I can read it off to you. Mark Andrews in 8 playoff games has 39.4 yards a game, 0 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 8 drops. Ain't that significant, right, for number 8? And a game-losing drop on top of it versus Buffalo. Y'all gonna try to tell me that I should just keep wanting this? Come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. No! Yo. Zay cost us last year and Mark this year, but I'd keep them both. No, you move on from Mark. You make Likely that target. Likely is too good to keep taking less targets. He can attack every level of the defense. He is sure-handed. He has yak ability. The only problem that he had before was he wasn't the greatest blocker, and now he's blocking his butt off. So please tell me why you would keep Mark Andrews that in crunch time situations you can't count on him. No. You got Kolar, and then get another, that's why I wanted to keep Vivacek, whatever his name was that we had before. It's time to move on from Andrews. Yeah, listen, if they keep Andrews and he does this in another playoff game that costs us, I want to see what y'all going to say. I really want to see Big Grumpy with a $10 donation. Why do we stop running when it works? 3 nitro slaps, please. I know it. I don't know why. Why? I'm going to tell you why. This is why. Because we were actually running well. Guys, look, Big Grumpy, a lot of people are looking at Derrick Henry and saying, why don't we just keep going to him? Derrick Henry was getting stuffed. That's, if you watch tape, he was getting stuffed because the O-line was getting beat for most of the drives. They were getting beat. Like, beat. I'm talking about beat it. I'm talking about belt to butt. So he was getting stuffed. We're in long situations. So then Justice Hill comes in. But the Ravens still rushed for over 170 yards on the ground in this game. That's crazy to me. Crazy. Bro. But I want to check this out real quick, guys. Let's get into some of this stuff. Definitely, I want you to look at this. Right? The name of it is Where Do We Go From Here? Right? Hopefully everybody sees this and stuff like that. Yeah. Where do we go from here? Where? I want to see what this is. Right? Y'all see that, right? Great. Those are all of our free agents. All of them. All of our free agents is right there. The question becomes, who do we bring back? With Ronnie Stanley finally being healthy, you can't get rid of him. Brandon Stevens, bye. He got to go. Makari, as a backup, you could keep him. Marcus Williams, he could go. Patrick Ricard, you better keep him. Nelson Aguilar, bye. Tre'Davious White, keep him. Malik Harrison, gone. Talon Wallace, keep him. What's it called? Brent Urban, I'd keep him. Chris Board, I'd keep him. Right guard Ben Cleveland, he better be getting starts over that man for Lele. I promise you there's going to be problems. Y'all don't want me to have these problems. Christian Welch is a fullback, gone. Right? Josh Jones, gone. Josh Johnson, gone. I would keep Sims. I liked Sims. I think Sims played well. Deontay Hardy and Trayvon Marlin could go too. Like, that's where I'm at with this. You know, look, guys. What's the other linebacker we have, right? What's that other linebacker we got? That everyone expected to be the next Roquan Smith. Y'all notice how quickly you didn't see him on the field no more? Like his number or anything being called. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Good morning, 33 Lady Ram. This is what I mean moving on. And exactly doing what we need to do to get what we need moving forward. Like, these are tough things. We're bringing in a whole stack of rookies. And certain of these guys are going to get paid. Like, Ronnie's going to have to get paid. If we cut Mark Andrews, that's $11 million off the cap. I repeat, if you cut Mark Andrews, that's $11 million off the cap. I repeat, if you cut Mark Andrews, that's $11 million off the cap. It only makes proper sense, guys. He got to go. He got to go. He got to go. Good morning to everybody else that just joined in. Yes, listen. As Raven fans, we're in here. We're going to be doing this all offseason. We're going to be showing the type of players that we need, everything. But right now, these are all of our free agents. What are y'all going to try to tell me that we should keep an aging tight end whose worst games and worst play is specifically predicated on the postseason and letting down his quarterback every single year? Like, you have to be trustworthy and reliable. That's what these other teams have over us. Their players are reliable in high pressure situations. Their coaching still does great coaching in high pressure situations. Ours don't do that. Our O-line in high pressure situations, they get done up. Wide receivers and tight ends, they get hurt or drop passes. Coaches can't call or see the game properly. That's what I said inside the square. That's what I'm saying. You have to, like Ronnie, left tackles are not only hard to come by, they're expensive. If you end up getting a guy, let's say that you really truly believe in, you can mold him behind Ronnie Stanley or start him off at right tackle, and then have your line like stout. But I do not want to see Falele again hit 400-pound unmovable behind that feet like cinder blocks. Can't even. That's how he walks. Nah, bro. I don't need to see him no more. He's been beat so many times and has absolutely been the reason why certain plays get blown up. I don't want to see him again. Like, I want you to understand something. And Coach, shout out to Sip the Tally for doing film. He pointed it out on Twitter. He said that if you look at a lot of the games that we've had, Derrick Henry was getting hit in the backfield. He had 1,900 yards behind that O-line. If the guard play was better, Derrick might have had 2,400 rushing yards. Y'all realize that, right? And y'all want to keep wasting, like Derrick Henry, we got him for one more season under his contract. Y'all trying to waste that by re-signing guys that we don't need, or is going to waste the season by throwing it away when it gets to the playoffs? Over my dead body! It's not happening! Y'all think it's a game, bro. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It's not happening. It's not happening. No, no, no. No. Like, yo. And look, I'm going to show y'all this too, because I know a lot of people are going to say, well, what about Lamar and certain stuff like that? I wanted to show you this so you understand. For anybody that believes Lamar hasn't been playing well, that's Lamar's playoff stats. 2024. In 2 games, 4 touchdowns, interception, 429 passing yards, 122.5 passer rating, 9.3 yards per attempt, 120 rushing yards, 5.7 yards per carry, 1-1 record. There's a reason why this matters. There's a reason why this matters. I'm going to tell you why this matters. Because so many people right now, they're absolving Mark, they're absolving the O-line, they're absolving coaching. I I want you guys to read this real quick, right? Check this out. I want y'all to read that, right? Because a lot of people don't seem to understand why things are the way they are. Can y'all read that? Can y'all see it? I want to make sure y'all guys see it. You understand? Think about this real quick. Think about like that's where we're at. 33 Lady ran with a $5 donation. Flock, we have to keep the pressure up as we expect a playoff run every year now from Harbs. You cannot break records and not get results to the Super Bowl. Facts. So I'm going to read this to you guys real quick. It says Lamar did make 2 mistakes. That's different. This is Bill Barnell than the other player he was during the regular season. Can't argue that. But Mahomes threw for 177 yards and 7 first downs in this game. Their best offensive play was the personal foul penalty, and they did that at home with 3 weeks off when you and I and everyone else was expecting to see playoff Mahomes. No question that Lamar was disappointing in the first half, but the second half also happened, and Lamar went 12 of 15 for 131 and a touchdown, and the Ravens went field goal, touchdown, fumble by Andrews, touchdown against a great defense on the road, and then a drop by Andrews in the goal line. This is what I keep trying to tell you. It's not Lamar. The players around him do not rise to the occasion. The only way we win is if Lamar plays perfect. And then Raven fans and a lot of the media is like, well, then play perfect. And it's like, bro, you're expecting him to be the player he's been all year, but be perfect during it, and also the most dynamic guy on the field. That makes no sense. I know a lot of people are going to look at this and say, oh, Nitro, calm down. You're in your feelings. I want you to look at this too. This is another thing for Bill Barnell. I told you we had some stuff to talk about today. Y'all think I was in the game mood? We talking. Nothing but respect for Nick Wright. Because he was talking to Nick Wright about this. You know, Nick Wright was so happy when Lamar went down. The only person in the media who has been higher than me on the Chiefs heading into the season and during the season. But even with the turnovers, Lamar was better than Patrick Mahomes yesterday. 20 points of QBR better. The offense scored more points. He moved the ball better and did that, this is context, without his top wide receiver all game and with his top tight end seemingly actively sabotaging the team. No arguing that Mahomes has been better than Lamar in the postseason over the course of their careers, of course. But over the last 2 years, the window in which I'm talking about, their numbers are basically identical. But one guy has had his top wide receiver fumble away the ball at the 1 yard line in the AFC Championship game, and his top tight end fumble away a long completion and drop the game-time two-pointer, and the other receivers, as horrific as they were during the 2023 season, haven't. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You say, see, Dada D, you say Lamar put us in that hole. No, the offensive line put us in that hole. If Lamar didn't even have a fast thing, that would have been snapped way over the other side. Lamar jumped and one-handed it on icy turf to catch even the ball. This is what I'm trying to say. Context. A bad snap. Question. Did you see a bad snap from anybody in the icy conditions that were the Rams and Philadelphia? No. Did you see it in the Kansas City game? No. Did you see the Buffalo Bills do that? No. So this is my problem. You always want Lamar to overcome all of the deficiencies of the team. Derrick Henry dropped 2 passes. One of those was going to go for a touchdown. Wide open. You hear him brought up? No. Mark Andrews dropped 4 passes yesterday. Or on Sunday. 4. And fumbled. But you don't hear about that. Like, stop the cap. Stop. Like, Dada D, Lamar's made plays like that all season long. The Cincinnati Bengals game where he picks it up, his O-line actually held off the bad snap, and then he could run around and do what he does and be Lamar. That stuff happens when, he should have dropped on it. That's 2020 hindsight. If he would have made a magical play, that's just Lamar being Lamar. That's what you expect from him. But once again, it's up to Lamar to mitigate all of the foolishness his teammates do. Please go watch tape. The offensive line was getting beat like a drum. That's why Derrick Henry had to keep coming off of the field, because they were getting stuffed. Stuffed. I'm talking stuffed crust. Extra cheese in it with some pepperoni on first downs. That's why Derrick Henry didn't have all the carries he usually has. And then he gets most of those carries. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all don't y'all don't understand these games. A lot of the games where Henry ended up going up, getting all those yards, those are in the fourth quarters when we were running out the clock. We were already up in those games. And we said, all right, Henry, we're going to ride you home. Pause. And then he would break one, break two, and then all of a sudden, a lot of these games, Derrick Henry was going into the fourth quarter with like 40 yards, 30 yards on like 12, 13 attempts, 14 attempts. It's nasty. It's nasty. And once again, like I said, Lamar is asked to, when the defense can't stop anybody, he got to score. His offensive line can't block, he got to score. Receivers and tight ends dropping balls, pause, they got to score. I want you to understand this. He went down the field for a game-tying drive, which shouldn't even been a game-tying. It shouldn't even have to be a two-point conversion. Coaching staff, once again, doing foolishness, made it that we had to go for two. It would have been a tie game. Tie game. We would have been going to overtime. And he goes down the field without Bateman, without Zay Flowers, with a tight end and Mark Andrews that was dropping everything, and an O-line that's getting beat like a drum. And Derrick Henry can't be on the field because he's dropping all the passes also. So you can't trust him to be on the field as a catcher, so that means Justice Hill has to be on the field. See, that's context. But hey, why are you getting mad, Nitro? Why? Bro, it's so nasty out there right now. They're saying that the pass that Lamar gave Mark was a bad pass. Bro, people don't care about lying, bro. They don't care about their souls, bro. They're not afraid of God, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. That's where we're at right now. Like, that's how sickening the media is. They are trying to get clicks and everything else on the back of a Lamar Jackson, who, if we did not have him, we'd be a lottery team. It's already been proven. Name another. What's good, King Lee? What's good? Listen, name another team that without their quarterback has lost every game to end the season. Name the team. Please. The Bengals play better with their backup. Hey, yo. Like, let's be real. The reason why, once again, you have to have the weapons to mitigate when your O-line is bad. So usually with teams, if your offensive line is trash, then they have the weapons to mitigate that, right? So they win in the first opening. Like that first, they're open already. Joe Burrow, when his O-line was at its worst, had probably the best assembled offensive pieces in the entire NFL. How we not say he had I kept telling you how good Joe Mixon was, how Joe Mixon looked on the Texans. Please remind me. How did Joe Mixon look on the Texans? He looked pretty good, don't he? He looked real right. Oh, yeah, Joey JoJo. You're looking really nice. Right? Okay. And he had Chase and T. And what's his name? The third receiver. Like, bro, that's what I be talking about. Like, Lamar doesn't have any of that. Yesterday, Lamar's offensive line was playing like trash in run pro and pass pro, right? And he was down his best receiver, technically, Zay, and then Bateman got hurt. So where is this context? Chaos was good, baby. And just to let you know, here goes the camera doing the camera things again. Listen, I don't care. We're not stopping this. Listen, just to let you guys know even more so that some of you can understand, Lamar Jackson without Mark Andrews is 8-0. He's 8-0. He is proved to actually play better when Mark Andrews isn't there. So I have to ask the question once again, why do we want to keep this man? Why? 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 Please tell me. The Ravens are 8-0 without Mark Andrews. Y'all think it's an accident? Last year, they rushed him back because he saw how good Likely was playing. He saw his spot probably being challenged, so he rushed back. The coaches, instead of saying, let's still feed Likely, said, no, we trusted Mark. Let's believe in Mark. And Mark couldn't get open and everything else. So then that hampered our offense last season at the end. No one's going to talk about that. No one's going to talk about that. See, a lot of stuff y'all don't know. Y'all going to get it on the Wunderkind Morning Show. Y'all like how that rhymed, right? Give it. But no, for real though. Like, y'all don't, like everybody saying don't give up on Mark Andrews is the same people that are going to be punching holes into their televisions when he does it for a 9th time in the playoffs. Once again, I want to read this off to everybody trying to say Mark Andrews. I have it right here. Right? I told y'all already. I got the stats. Y'all ain't fitting to play me. Mark Andrews in 8 playoff games. He is averaging 39.4 yards a game. He has 0 touchdowns. 1 fumble. 8 drops, because you got to get 8 drops to put on for Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And he has the game-losing drop versus Buffalo to top it all off. What a beautiful Sunday, right? And you're telling me I should want him back on top of Lamar being 8-0 without him? Bro, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. Look. Mark is a great guy. I've said this multiple times. He'll probably be inducted into the Ravens Ring of Honor. Deservingly so. He got his money. I wanted him to get his money. He had a great career. Regular season. But had a great career. Now is the time where you could trade him away. Get back equity. You have the star Likely on the squad. Likely's been, I've been saying this. Likely is our best receiving threat. He is 6'4", 6'5", can touch the top of the backboard, and he can get deep, pause. He can run the intermediate better than anybody else on the team outside of Bateman, and his yak ability is only second, maybe, to Justice Hill. And you're going to try to tell me I'm not going to start him because I have to have this heart, this mind, this feeling, this faith in a player that has shown you exactly what he did playoff game after playoff game after playoff game. And I know how some of y'all going to say, well, what about Lamar? He hasn't been great in the playoffs or whatever else it is like that. There goes Lamar's playoffs for this year. There goes Lamar's play. Because I know some of y'all are going to pivot. Because I'm going to beat y'all to the pivot point. Lamar Jackson's stats in 2024 in 2 games, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 429 passing yards, 122.5 passer rating, 9.3 yards per attempt, 120 rushing yards, 5.7 yards a carry, 1-1 record. He did his job. Did his job. It has to get to a point to where Lamar doesn't have to do it all. Like, our O-line was so bad that we could only get Derrick Henry 16 carries yesterday. 16 carries or on Sunday, because when he would go for the first time, he'd get knocked to the line of scrimmage. There was a time when they ran it back-to-back plays with Henry. Henry gained 1 yard during that entire sequence because the offensive line was getting smashed. So now it's 3rd and long. Now you're saying, Lamar, we know you don't got Zay, and we know Derrick Henry's dropping the ball, and we know Mark Andrews dropping the ball, but what we need you to do is just create magic. And like Tinkerbell, putting that little fairy dust on everything, we'll get the first down and we'll do the whole thing all over again. That doesn't make sense. Rare Money with a $5 donation. Yeah, you can't bring him back in that locker room and on the sleeve. There needs to be a change in coaching to reset the atmosphere. Yeah, I'm on my Tupac. Shout out to you, Rare Money. Shout out to you. Kick rocks, Mark. Robert said kick rocks. They're missing the major fumble on that. Exactly. Like, look, the Ravens have been in positions to win these games, and teammates have fallen short. The only person's mistakes that is highlighted is Lamar's. The only mistake that I blame him on is the interception. That is it. That fumble was not his fault. Like, I get so mad at people. Like, if you're going to say the fumble is his fault, every time that happens, since it seems to be a Raven thing that the snap can't get to Lamar properly, Lamar should just fall on it and let the drive die. I don't want to hear Lamar make something happen. You're Lamar. Don't do that. Because that's what he tried to do in the snow. Lamar, y'all acting like Lamar's playing bad. Jesus, bro. Yo, that was my problem in the first playoff game when we had versus the Titans. The O-line forgot how to block. Receivers were dropping everything. Like, bro, that interception was right in Mark's hands. Doop, interception. Y'all forget about that in the Titans game? When we went, 14-2? Come on now, bro. Y'all need to stop, bro. Y'all got to stop. And, bro, like I said before, they're even now getting to the point where they're saying that the throw to Mark Andrews wasn't a great throw. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. It's just the slander Lamar stuff. It's ridiculous. But Nitro, the fumble was his fault. How? It was a bad snap. Please go rewatch this. Flex. He had to reach all the way this way to grab the ball. And on top of it, the offensive line got beat immediately. That's why they were able to get to him so quick. Like, what are we talking about here? So the offensive line didn't hold up, right? Bad snap, which seemed to be a Baltimore Raven thing, and it's like, Lamar, save us. He's thinking, I got to make a play, fumble. Because that's what Lamar has done for us this year. Made play after play. And I've told you guys on this channel, I said, look, if we're going to look at this realistically and be honest, a lot of the best plays are only best plays because his teammates is playing like trash. I've said this. He's never taken the sack. Guys, right now, all of the plays that have saved us has been heroics by Lamar. There's a couple runs that were great by Derrick Henry, but for the most part, about 80% of the stuff has been Lamar. Those are the plays that he has to make. You're saying, well, he should have taken the sack. He didn't know that his O-line didn't hold up. His back was turned. Because remember, he slipped. It's like, yo, bro. Because he had to reach all the way out here like he's Michael Jordan for the ball. Once again, I want to ask you guys this, right? Name another quarterback in this playoffs that center couldn't snap the ball. That wasn't the only errant snap in the game either. Just to let you guys know that. That was not the only errant snap in the game. Philly and Rams were playing in worse conditions. Was there an errant snap by either team? No. Chiefs game? Texans? No. Did the Bills have an errant snap? No. So this is what I'm talking about. You're absolving the O-line. You're absolving Linderbaum. You're absolving everybody just to put it at the foot of Lamar. It's like, well, Lamar should have did this. No, if they would have did their jobs, that would have never came to be. Because I have a question for you. Flex, I have a question for you, straight up. So what happens if Lamar didn't catch the ball? What if Lamar didn't catch that ball? What if Lamar was like this and it snapped this way and it still was the same thing? What would you say? It's only because Lamar's amazing. He was even... Please go watch. Lamar reached out like he was trying to reach for God. Like he was reaching for the hem of his garment. Like he was just like, with arms wide open, under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. God, with arms wide open. That's how he was reaching for the ball. And you're going to look at me and try to tell me, oh, well, yeah, he reached for it and down, but he should have just went down with it. Come on now, bro. Come on now. If it would have been third and like 18. Then it would have been on Linderbaum. Let's go. So, no, don't do this. No, Flex, don't do this. Flex, don't do this, man. No, Flex Zone, don't do this, please. Please don't do this. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's why his foot gave up, because he had to reach so far, he slipped. Like, bro, this is nasty work. Guys, we have 139 people in here. If you're just tuning in, this is the Wunderkind Show morning show. Please like and subscribe. Like this stream. We only got 45 likes. Let's get those likes up, please. But yeah, bro, Creed is crazy. Yo, people sleep on Creed, bro. Like, Creed was the, like, well, I just heard the news today. Seems my life is going to change. I close my eyes, begin to pray, and tears of joy stream down my face with arms wide open. Bro, don't play me, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Y'all not going to beat me in the 90s and 2000s, bro. You're not going to do it, bro. I played sports back then, bro. Every song you could think of, I know. All the shows, Chill and Wait, I know. And this is what I'm trying to say too, right? Like, everybody's expecting Lamar just to be magical all the time, like he's made from Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make mistakes trying to cover up the mistakes of his teammates. That's going to happen. The reason why Josh got to not do a lot is because his team didn't make the mistakes. Listen, I'm not saying to trade Linderbaum. But this has been an ongoing thing with the snapping. This has been a problem with Linderbaum. Remember when McCarry was snapping? Like, bro, like, bad snaps in playoffs has been a Raven staple. It's like they're proud to do it. Oh my God, bro. Can you take me higher? To a place till life has changed. Bro, don't play me, bro. Don't play me, bro. So let's go there. Go there. So let's go there. Go there. So let's go there. Go there. So let's go there. Like, come on now, bro. You know I got Creed on it, bro. Creed is fire, bro. I still got those two. I think I got the two songs on my phone. Can actually buy the music just to support the artist. Bro, yeah, bro. Bro, crazy. Listen, I'm tired of John Harbaugh. That's what I'm tired of too. John Harbaugh has had the opportunity multiple times to fix certain things. Let me tell y'all why. Thanks, Flex Zone. And my throat is kind of crazy because it's kind of like weird weather here, so my voice is kind of gone. But John Harbaugh knew Brandon Stevens was a problem. He started him. They targeted him, and that's how they scored the first time. You know this, right? Okay. Falele was getting beat all game. John Harbaugh started him. That's the reason why they were stuffing Derrick Henry in the backfield. And that's the reason why Derrick Henry didn't have at least 20 rushing attempts in this game. Ajabo has been trash since he's been drafted. He started him. You know that they have trouble with the 2-point conversions, but you still went for it. Harbaugh got to go. That away. Like, yo. Like, he got to go. Oh, yeah, Mighty. You know what's crazy? I wasn't big on Mighty Max. I remember the kid with the red hat, and he could teleport and stuff like that. He had blonde hair and stuff like that. I remember that, bro. But I was never big on Mighty Max. Y'all remember Bobby's World? Dun 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 dun. Y'all remember Bobby's World on Fox? Bro, y'all not gonna beat me in this, bro. Like, don't make this sports page something about the 90s and 2000s, cartoons or music, bro. Y'all fitting to get flexed on. No flex zone. No flex zone, bro. Come on now, bro. Don't do it, bro. Y'all finna lose. Big head. Yo, he was the original Hey Arnold. Bobby's World is Hey Arnold before he dyed his hair blonde. Because at that time, remember, Eminem just came out and all the kids was just like, can the real Slim Shady please stand up? Can you please stand up? We're going to have a problem here. Y'all acting like you never seen a white person before. Like, don't do it, bro. Y'all will lose. You will lose. Yo. That's what it was. Bobby was Arnold before he dyed his hair and Arnold's parents died. Oh, whose birthday? Can I get a happy birthday? Oh, King Blaze, happy birthday. Another year around the globe. Let your light show. Happy B-Day. Happy B-Day, man. Happy B-Day. Yo, my dad was just playing that with my little girl the other day. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart, go planet. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Come on now, bro. We can do this, man. You know Tailspin is crazy. You already know that's a... Listen, all the Disney shows, we're pivoting real quick. All the Disney shows, all of their songs, I think, were made specifically so that they could run the songs as songs away from the shows. Because all of their songs are fire. Goof Troop, Tailspin, Chip and Dale, Timon and Pumbaa, Aladdin, Winnie the... Oh my, bro. Bro, you want me to tell you a song that I used to love as a kid? Darkwing Duck, DuckTales. You know what I'm saying? You know a song, bro, I used to love growing up, bro, and I know y'all remember this one. You gotta get up, gotta get going. I'm gonna see a friend of mine. He's round and he's cuddly. I love him because he's just Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Wherever you go, oh, won't you take me, please, Pooh Bear? I know you're out there. Rumbling, tumbly, try from a honey tree, from the feather ends, you know the fun no end, it's the loving again. And when you're alone and there's nobody home, it's nice to be able to call on a friend like Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Looking for fun Oh, won't you take me, please, Pooh Bear? I gotta be there. It's me and it's you. A silly old Winnie the Pooh. Do, 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 do. Bro, you're not beating me in this, bro. We do this. Get him. Bro, you're not beating it, bro. You're not beating it, bro. I know all them jumps, bro. All of them. My daughter's going to know all of them, too. Like, yo, those are classics. Classics. Y'all remember even when Doug was taken off of Nickelodeon and ABC, which was owned by Disney, took it over and they changed up the song. Like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I can't even whistle like that. Oh, you can do, hey, if you want to donate, I see you right there, bro. You can do it by the Cash App, bottom of the screen. You can find it, or you can do the super chat. Either way, bro. Thank you so much. But yeah, bro, that's what Disney does. Like, I remember watching Doug because Doug used to come on, right? Doug used to come on before Rugrats. So my bedtime as a kid was 8 o'clock. So we knew at 7 o'clock with me and my siblings, Doug, and then there was Rugrats. And then on Friday nights when you could stay up to like 9, maybe 9:30, after that, Kablam and them came on. All that. It's all of that. It's all of that. It is all of that. Tell me, yeah. Like, y'all remember that too? Yes. Come on now. Recess was on ABC. Y'all remember ABC Family. See, when we were kids, a lot of the people are going to be watching this. Like, I know it's football channel, but we're kind of reminiscing real quick. We had the cartoon era. Well, the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. The 2000s when it finally ended. But Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that, you would have cartoons starting from 6 o'clock in the morning to 12 p.m. And that's when you would see all of those cartoons. And Disney, of course, would have their cartoons to like 2. So you'd have more, but that's where and then at nighttime, Nickelodeon, that's where they shined because you had Snick. So you had the Kablams, the Kenan and Kels, the all that. Y'all remember Clarissa Explains It All? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do. Or Sabrina the Teenage Witch on TGIF Fridays, on ABC with dinosaurs, Family Matters, Step by Step. Day by day, fresh stuff on in a different happening way. People be going, so they'll be staying, and we'll be better the second time around. Come on now, bro. Come on now. TGIF Fridays? All right, man. Y'all making me pivot too much, bro. All right. So back to this. The Ravens have to be able, I'm telling y'all this right now, the Ravens have to be able to see their weak points and build. Falele has been a problem. I did not like PB&J Otter. You know it was a fire theme song outside of, because you remember Arthur, every day when I'm not on the street, and then I look up on your feet, and then I love for each other. Yeah, and I said, hey, what a wonderful time of day. You know, for Arthur, you remember Dragon Tales? Dragon Tales, let's all go to Dragon Tale. Come along and take my hand. Let's all go to Dragonland. Hey. Yo, y'all not beating me in this, bro. Bro, this man 6 Kicks said step by step, day by day. Okay, I'm done. You're not beating me in this, bro. We do this, bro. We do this for real. We do this. Like, we do this, bro. Like, we do this. But the Ravens have to get to a point that they're tired of losing, that they're tired of being behind. I remember the Berenstein Bears, but I never watched the show. I just always read the books. And what's up, Jacoby? What's it called? And they have to get to the point to where they see their struggles and fix it. Lamar can't be the only player that, if this happens, Lamar will save us. That's the problem. You know what's crazy? You're watching Patrick Mahomes not have to do much. because his team is shouldering the load. You're watching in that game, Josh Allen didn't have to do a lot because his team shouldered the load. They did their jobs. We're having guys that aren't doing their jobs, and then you're looking at the quarterback, all right, they didn't do their jobs, but you do more than your job, better than your job, and then save us. Why? Why? Because just like Jesus saves, you say you're a Christian, so you have to save. You have to save like you're going to the bank. Like it's nasty work. Amar SSJ. Also, Amar Super Saiyan. Super Saiyajin. I like that. I like that. With the $5 donation. Yes! Love your channel, Nitro. Keep grinding, man. We gonna keep grinding, baby. You know me. I'm gonna keep grinding, baby. This is what I do, baby. But thank you so much, bro. Much love, much love. Bro, where is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego, where on earth can she be? Tell me where is Carmen Sandiego? Oh, Carmen Sandiego. Come on now, bro. Don't play me. Don't play me, bro. And that was a great show, too. Great show. Great show. There's a lot of female lead cartoons when we were growing up. People seem to forget that. Like, there's a lot of female lead shows between Carmen Sandiego, Cyber 6, what's it called? The Powerpuff Girls. There's a lot of big female-driven shows that did amazing work. Amazing work. So, yeah. Man said Clot is in the building. Nasty work. Bro. But listen, like I said before, you know, and we have some guys that are retiring. That they're saying that they're done. I think they said Pierce a lot. We noticed that a lot of guys are signing his helmet and stuff like that. And he might not be back. We thought this was the year. You know, I just don't want us to waste no more years. As Raven fans, we got to know and believe that the team's going to put the best product on the field. John Harbaugh hasn't done that all year, bro. Alexander Gillian. Of course I know Sailor Moon. Come on now, don't play me. Nightmare Kilo with a $2 donation. Ravens defense only forced 3 turnovers in 8 playoff games. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like everyone's like, oh, the other team's not scoring a lot. They're just taking whatever you give them. But our defense hasn't been able to force nothing. Kim Possible is another big female-driven show. Proud Family with female-driven. Like, come on, and Kim Possible is fire. Oh, yeah. I'm your basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. And it cannot stop because I'm Kim Possible. Come on now, bro. Come on now. Kim Possible, fire. Sailor Moon, fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. Never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Yeah, come on now, bro. Come on now. Every morning before school, when you would be done dressed and your parents about to bring you had the morning stuff before school, the cartoons. That art, what was the other one? King Arthur and the Knights of the Justice. That was another one that was to come on. I hated. I did not watch Daria. I hated Daria. That joke was whack. Remember Brace Face? I hated that one too. There was a lot of female, but those are, I get what you're saying, female-driven shows, but I didn't like those two. And those are female-driven shows also. The Teenage Robot female-driven show? Yeah, bro. We had, listen, 90s and 2000s just had everything, bro. They had everything for everybody. It was totally just like this, and it was beautiful. Like, because nothing was forced. You know what I'm saying? And that just made everything more palpable. Y'all remember Alex Mack? I used to love that show on Nick. Remember Alex Mack they should remake that. They got I couldn't listen. I'll tell you right now. If you needed a channel revitalized, I'd be the head, bro. Because I'm told right now, as told by Ginger. You think not told by Ginger, as told by Ginger. Come on now, bro. I got you, bro. Come on now, bro. I was not allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead growing up. My parents was not playing those games. I wasn't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead or The Simpsons. Jam Cam. How many? None. I think he's cost us 1 game in the playoffs. Yeah, 6 kicks, always global, bro. Yeah, bro. Alex Mack was an amazing show. Remember when they came out with Animorphs too? But it was too scary, so they took it off as TV early. And then you had Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goosebumps. So weird. Like, come on now, bro. Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life. Matter of fact, I knew Jam Cam would be there. That's why I kept that on the screen, Jam Cam, so you could jam that in your cam. Nah, it's all love, baby. It's all love. I know that you're going to be trolling. It's fine. It's right there, and I made sure I left it up there for you. Yes, that's what Lamar's stats were this thing. 122 passer rating. Like, what you're asking of Lamar is just too much. And I've said this multiple times. You're asking Lamar to cover the deficiencies of everybody else when these other quarterbacks do not have to do that. They don't. Let's just be real. They don't. They can do the bare minimum and their team wins. That's not the Ravens. Oh, and we're not even talking about the the non-calls. The non-calls. Him getting hit out of bounds, dragged, and then rode down while out of bounds. He was already out of bounds when the guy fully tackled him. And then the referee went to the guy and said, "Are you okay? Did those Ravens players hurt you? Okay, boo-boo. You go back to the other side of the field. Get out of here, bro." That was all his playoff stats. You see what I'm saying? You see how right now? Those are his playoff stats for these playoffs. Jam Cam. Jammy Cammy. Jammy Cammy, those are his for these playoffs, those are his stuff. You getting in here late, Jam Cam. If you go back and watch some of the live, right? I'm not going to show no disrespect. If you go back and watch the live, you'll see that I broke that down because Bill Barnell broke it down. Johnny Quest. Dun 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 dun. Come on now, bro. You know I got that down. Hanna-Barbera. Come on now, bro. SWAT Cats. Come on, Two Stupid Dogs. Like, come on now, bro. You're not beating me in this, bro. When we were kids, that's what we did. Like, if you weren't outside playing and running around with your scooters, your bikes, jumping ramps, like rollerblade, like all the outdoor stuff I can do. The only thing outdoor I can't do is skateboard. I suck at it. But I used to do aggressive inline skating, like on ramp. Bro, y'all think I'm... Hold up. Y'all think I'm joking? Hold up. Y'all be thinking I be joking, bro. Y'all be thinking I be joking. I was outside all day, bro. Don't play with me. I was on ramps. Yeah, these are my aggressives. Look at the scratch marks and stuff like that, bro. Look how worn down the wheels are. Don't play with me, bro. I wasn't always this big until all the injuries. Yeah. Yeah, cause I know some of y'all gonna be like, yeah, all right. I was doing extreme sports. We used to do BMX, and we used to have, aggressive inline skating. I was big in that. I was on ramps, half pipes and stuff like that. People don't know that about me. Yeah, these are my skates. Yes. I had to go run and go get them just to show you. Yup. Y'all playing with me, bro. Y'all playing with Eureka's Castle. Of course I remember Eureka's Castle. I used to watch it when I was a kid in New York. So, growing up, that's what we did. Like, the only thing I couldn't do was skateboard. And I've never been surfing, and I can't ski. I've never been skiing. But outside of that, all the other stuff, biking, swimming, skating, ice skating, all that stuff, that's me all day, baby. Do all that stuff. All of it. I only got this big after the Achilles and the knee. This man said, "You're a very interesting person, Nitro." You and Ing need to compare. Ing's my guy, bro. We're gonna hopefully me and Ing will collab more in the future. But that's my guy. Ing's my guy. Ing's a great guy, man. I did like no fake stuff, bro. Ing is genuinely just a good person. And that's how he kind of looks at me too, and I believe that's why we get along. So, I'm a little more eccentric than Ing, but no, listen, man, love Ing, man. That's my guy. The Truth with a $10 donation. Jalen can pass for less than 100 yards, and the Eagles still win. O-line is the biggest concern this offseason. That's what I've been saying, Truth. And that's why your name is The Truth, because you speak the truth on that one, definitely. I've been saying that. The thing that all of these teams have in common, the four last teams, is that their O-lines are fantastic. Fantastic. Not good, fantastic. Everyone's saying, well, the Chiefs' O-line ain't good. That's mitigated by the refs. So they're still fantastic. So yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro. And for Rocky Fresh, I see you, bro. I didn't see it before, but yeah, Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Doo-doo-doo. Feel the action, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose. Doo-doo-doo. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Come on now, bro. Don't play me. Yo, don't play me, bro. I do this, man. I show you how to do this, son. Like, we do this. We got to get that fixed, bro. We got to. Nitro, you're right. Other quarterbacks not required to be super. They're not. They're just required to be man. There's no super in front of just them being a man or the man. Yeah, bro. You know what's crazy? One of my brother. I remember one time we went to the aggressive inline. We went to the skate park, and I was going down the half pipe. And I remember because the biggest thing with skating is like you have to fully commit to the move. So I went like this and hugged, and I remember I pulled off, like I was going down, I hit 360, no big deal. 180, I'm going backwards. And then I tried to hit a 540 with the stick, bro, with the what's it called? With the wheel grab. Bro, I did that. But I hit the bar too fast, and it pushed me out like this. So when I went up, there was nothing for me to cut out. I went like this, and moved away and went. I was like, my brother said, oh my God, bro, yeah, bro. I had some falls and everything, baby. Man, that's aggressive inline, going skating and all that stuff. That's something that I'm hoping that, I could pass on to my kids. I feel like a lot of things with these kids these days, they don't get to do that stuff because of all the weirdos and stuff that are out there now, all the stuff that are happening, and also the internet taking such a hold. You don't see kids outside. We used to be in packs. Like where I live here in Florida, they had ripped out an entire part close to where my recreation center is, and all of that was back end BMX biking. You could just BMX bike. It was like literally you could just jump. And we would hit the trail and we would go crazy. 360 bar spin is the best move I've ever busted on my bike. 360 bar spin. If y'all thinking I'm joking, yeah. I remember when my father first got my pops, man, just pops. I remember when my pops got me my first mongoose. And he had got the aluminum one with the real thin bars because they were trying to go against GT. I don't know if y'all remember that brand, the GT brand for bikes, because they were like the big brand. Those and Haros were like the big bikes at the time, and Mongoose were a lot heavier. But they came out with an aluminum frame one with thin wheels, and I had the full 360 bar where you could still use your brakes, but turn the bar around 360 wise, and it wouldn't stop anything. Because remember, you had brake lines, and you would have to turn the bar back if you hit a 360 and turn it back. If y'all thinking I'm joking, yes, Nitro has done a lot of things. Do not let this size fool you. I did this. So when I talk sports, it's because I did all, you remember that? Yes. And we had the screw-on pegs on the back. Come on now, bro. That's the only thing I've never done with a bike. I've never busted a grind on my bike. I bust grinds and stuff like that and plants on my skates, but never on a bike. Every time the bike would flip out from under me and stuff like that, I would hit the jumps and I could do 360s, I could do 180s and finish, bar spins, Yeah, the most dangerous stunt I've ever attempted on my bike is a backflip. That's the most dangerous one I ever did, and I almost landed it, but I put too much pressure on my front tire, and when I went to land, I kind of munched, and then I went flying, and I'm okay and everything. I've never had no broken bones outside of my hands for drumming, but yeah, that was the most dangerous move I've ever attempted with my mongoose, was a backflip on the trail. Yo, I was, man, crazy growing up. Growing up was good, man. You know, my parents worked their butts off, and I'm blessed to have both of them, you know, try so hard to give me an amazing childhood. And listen, I'm not saying my parents are perfect, because they're not perfect, but hardworking, honest people that truly work to give their children the best life possible. That's all you can ask from parents, man. Shout out to my moms and pops, man. Love those guys and that woman. I love them. I roller skated once, full off a porch, landed on my face. Chaos. You remember those days? If I had a mongoose with the pegs, you was the man, no cap, bro. Nah, we had kids going to school in the Haro, and the Haros and the GTs. Like, legit going to school in those bikes. Because you remember back then, the bike rack was packed. Like, you had to get to the bike rack way before school bell, or you couldn't lock up your bike. And they were stealing all the pegs. I'll never forget it. It was a silver blue mongoose. Aluminum frame with a full, man, pops. Man, listen, let me tell y'all a story real quick. Pivot real quick. I'm going to tell y'all a funny, my father tells me this. Have y'all ever watched the movie Jingle All the Way? Have y'all ever watched that movie, that Christmas movie? Oh, Amari SSJ. Yeah, I've been playing drums since I was like 6. I started on a drum pad, working on my paradiddles, and I became the drummer of the church when I was about 8. And then I went for competitions and stuff like that to Tampa, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tennessee, and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so y'all watch that. When my father was, I don't know if y'all remember when Power Rangers first came out. I'm gonna put y'all on some game. When Power Rangers first came out and the White Ranger debuted, and that was like the creme de la creme. Like, you could not find those toys anywhere. And my father had pre-ordered his and picked it up from Toys R Us. I'll never forget this. And I remember him telling us the story, and he gets there. The line is out the door, just like Jingle All the Way. That's what Jingle All the Way was modeled after. Back in the 90s, a lot of people don't remember this. When those hot toys, the Tickle Me Elmos, the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Tamagotchis. Remember when the Tamagotchis came out? You know what I'm saying? Or the new play systems and stuff like that. Like when Sega dropped, or the new PlayStation dropped, or when or the first edition when Xbox first dropped and stuff like that. My dad walked in, got to go, and he got me a White Ranger with the Saba sword. I'll never forget that toy until I'm in the grave. And then I remember he was like, he got it and they gave it to him, and everybody's screaming, "Oh, we want the White Ranger!" And the guy behind the guy, "Oh, he's the only one that has one in the store," and pointed at my dad. And an old lady started to hit him with a cane, saying, "Give it up! We want it!" And started hitting him and trying to fight him for my toy. And I remember opening that, ripping it open, and absolutely, I remember my eyes just going like this. And I'm grabbing, "Oh my God, you got me the White Ranger!" And I remember ripping it open, and the Saba sword was like this long, and it could go into a sword because the blade would extend, and that Saba would talk and everything. I remember going down my grandma's street with that, and every kid wanted to hold it. Every kid wanted to play with it. My pops made sure, man, I have such good memories as a kid. So many great memories that y'all just don't know. But yeah, those were real times in the 90s, fighting and stuff like that for toys. Jingle All the Way is based on a real story, bro. Like, yo. Facts. Wow, you bring back great memories, man. That's man. You remember Sega? Sega, bro. When you had the Sonic 3 with Knuckles, you had Sonic 2, Sonic 1, you had Streets of Rage. What was another one on Sega that we would play? Mega Man. For a lot of the Castlevania. That was a big one on there too. Yeah, man, my cousin. Oh, Mortal Kombat. That was huge with my cousins. Y'all remember Super Nintendo with with the combo breaker. Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo. That was supposed to be like the thing to go against Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Bro, come on now, bro. Oh, Jay, you had the Gold Ranger scepter. Gold Ranger power. When Jason came back, yeah. That man said, Gold Ranger power. Yeah, bro, GoldenEye, I love that game. I remember I had the GoldenEye game on PS2 where you had the GoldenEye had special abilities and you'd be able to push up and down to pick which abilities you wanted to use. Come on now, bro. I know the games too, bro. And I was darn good at them. Power Stone 1 and 2, Sega Dreamcast, Contra, up, down. What was the code? Up, down, left, right, A, B, start, select, start. Was that the code for Contra? Don't play with me, bro. Nintendo, or when my pops, we had the running pad. Where you remember they used to have, the Nintendo used to have the track where you would get on and you could run track and you had to get on the jump pad and had to run on it, and whoever's foot was moving faster would win the race, and you had duck hunt with the gun. Come on now, bro. It was up, down. It was up, down, left, right. It was up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. Kung Fu! Yes! I had that game on Nintendo. I had Kung Fu. Yes! I had that on Nintendo. Track and field. Come on now, bro. You playing with me, bro. My childhood, baby. Come on. I remember Metroid. Metroid was a great game, but I wasn't super big on it. I was big on Castlevania. I loved Castlevania. I loved it on PS3. I loved it on Sega. Up, down, down, left, right, B, select, start. There it goes. Y'all playing with me, bro. And you needed every one of those lives. Because Contra, you stay dying. You were not beating Contra without that cheat. You were not. Yo. Contra was crazy, bro. Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm a guy that loves sports, that did a lot of sports, that played a lot of that stuff. But I'm authentic, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm trying to tell y'all. Shaq Fu. Yeah, I remember Shaq Fu. Definitely remembered Shaq Fu. Man, did I even have that? Bro, Power Stone 2 on Dreamcast was chef's kiss. Dreamcast and PS3 are my two favorite consoles. Dreamcast was so beyond its time. Bro, no, I never beat TMNT. I never beat that. I remember the first ones on Nintendo. Never beat it. I didn't beat the computer version. I didn't beat the arcade version. I didn't beat the Nintendo version. I beat Super Mario Brothers 3 with my father. I was playing as Luigi. He would play as Mario. I remember he sat down because my father used to work a lot of hours, a lot of crazy hours, and he was still, you don't think my sister used to love that game. This is how you want to play with the rapper. So the rapper, yeah. Left, kick, punch, jump, and turn. Like, get out of here, bro. Yo, come on now. Marvel vs. Capcom, fire. X-Men Arcade, fire. The two different Wolverines, one with the adamantium, one with the bone claws. Come on now, bro. Fire. Y'all playing with me, bro. We do this, man. We do this. Like, you're not, like, bro, like, we do this. Like, all them games you talking about, yes, I've played them, done that, been there, done that. And I was good at all of them. I was the ones I was great at, Soul Calibur. You weren't seeing me in Soul Calibur. You wasn't seeing me in Tekken. You wasn't seeing me in Street Fighter. Now, I was good at Mortal Kombat, but some of my cousins, that and Killer Instinct, my cousins would kick my butt in those two games. Oh my God. Can you remember your older cousins because remember back then you might have one person that has the system and everybody would go to their house to play that system. It's not like it is now where there was online games. You would go to that person's house and you would buck up. They're like, all right, let's do it. You was talking all that smack at school, like you the man, right? And you got all the people there, and then you trying to do finishers. Remember when they came, what was the book? I forgot the book. It was like Game something. And they had all the secret codes. Like every couple months, they would come out with one every year. Twisted Metal. I love Twisted Metal. Fire. That was PlayStation. Crazy Taxi, PlayStation. Oh, man. Like NBA Jam. He's on fire. Come on now, bro. I wasn't, you know the crazy? I was really good at 2K and Madden. At the original ones. I got tired of both of them so quick, though. I was more of the fighting game. That's where I shined. Like Street Fighter, Soul Cal, Tekken. Those are the games I shined in those, man. Game Genie, yes. The Game Genie or Game Shark. That's what it's called. Game Genie was the one you put into the system. But Game Shark was the book, right? Do you remember the cartoon for Double Dragons? To be a dragon, you gotta be strong. Hunt the dragon. Live the code of the dragon. Fight for the right of the dragon. With the mark of the dragon. That was undercover cartoon. That and Street Sharks. Oh, you're talking, bro, Bushido Blade? Listen, funny story. My father had got me and my siblings the first PlayStation to come out. I'll not forget, it was on Christmas Eve. He said we can open one gift. And my siblings, my sister and my brother decided, okay, we'll open this one. My brother is like 7 years younger than me. So I was that type of older brother. Like, all right, guys, which one do you want to pick? You want to pick individual or pick this one for mom and dad? Because that's for all of us. They said, all right, we'll pick this one. We opened it, and it was the PS1. And my dad got us like 5 games. It was like Star Wars, NASCAR 98. Oh, my God. I can't believe my memory is tripping right now. It was Star Wars, NASCAR 98, Bushido Blade. What was the other one, man? I can't, man, come on, memory. My memory tripping right now. It was 2 more, it was like 2 more games. But Bushido Blade, he didn't know how graphic it was. For anybody that knows Bushido Blade, if you chopped him here, you couldn't use your arm. At the time, it was the most realistic game out at the time. And then if you could actually kill yourself by making like the samurai way of like killing yourself or you could be beheaded. My father didn't know, and I remember when I first opened it and then we saw all the stuff, he put it up in his cabinet and we weren't allowed to play it. I was the oldest by a lot. So like when my mom wasn't there, I remember sometimes he would jump on and say, hey, we could play it. You're older. So me and him would run a couple games and stuff on it. But yeah, that definitely, I remember Bushido Blade. Bushido Blade was the most realistic fighting killing game of its time. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I'm not going to make up anything. How would I know all this stuff? My phone's right here with the screen off. You don't see me clicking away. I know all that stuff, bro. Crash Bandicoot, come on now. With the mask. With the mask. What was his name? What's it called? That junk is crazy, bro. I was never big on Banjo-Kazooie, bro. Student of the game. I remember Banjo-Kazooie. That wasn't one of my big games. And your mom's? Oh, my mom's never played video games like that. My mom's is like a real Jamaican woman. So she called every new system Nintendo. Oh, you're playing the Nintendo. Like, that's what my mom was. Love moms. My mom was never big on playing games. I think the only game my mom ever played with me was she was on the trackpad when we had the Nintendo, and she would run against me and stuff like that. Shouts to mom. Definitely. Yeah. Metal Gear, I played Metal Gear Solid once, and it was on Xbox One. Y'all remember Sega GT? I remember Virtua Fighters. I remember all that stuff. Doom. I remember someone had a game that I remember playing on PlayStation. Someone said it. Let me go back through the stuff. I saw it. Perfect Dark. Yes! Yes! I remember Perfect Dark. And you could shoot out the lights. So you could make it extra dark and stuff like that when you were playing against somebody, because you had the maze board where you would run around, because it wasn't like first person shooter. It was like third person shooter. And you could shoot out the lights and stuff like that when you're getting your guns, so to make it even more dark so you can hide around corners and stuff like that. Bro, come on now, it's me. It's me. Y'all gonna learn that real quick. The Wunderkind Show, there's a reason. There's a reason why we call it the Wunderkind Show. I was never big. Hey, my JFN was good. I never was big on Duke Nukem. Resident Evil, and that was the other game, Tomb Raider. Thank you, Tomb Raider. Oh man, thank you. Y'all remember Sims? Listen, growing up, I remember the computer games at school. Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sims theme park and stuff like that. Man, bruh. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all remember that junk? There was one where it was like a rally car race that we used to have on the Mac computers and stuff like that too. When 3D first really was busting through, and we all had the colorful Mac computers in middle school and stuff like that. Come on now, bro. Or I'll go even further back. Before they called it Apple, they called it Macintosh. Y'all remember the Oregon Trail? You remember the Oregon Trail? Where are my 80s and 90s babies? Y'all don't remember the Oregon Trail? Come on now, bro. And that's the hardest game ever to beat. I could never beat that game. Yo, chuh. There was another game too with these guys, these little green dudes with the honky nose, like a nose that kind of looked like a horn. I forgot what it was. We used to play that in school too. Hey, see, no one's bringing up that they played the games I just said. Oregon Trail at school. Yup. Does anybody remember that game in school? That it was like these little green guys and they had like a trumpet nose, and we used to play it in school in computer lab. I forgot what it was called. Bro, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all. See, everyone say I remember Oregon Trail. Come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. Come on now. I'm a real 80s baby. I'm a real 80s baby. Diabolical. Bro, you move 5 feet in the Oregon Trail and everybody got dysentery, food shortages, you got attacked by wolves. The wolves turn Super Saiyan. Now they can bite up your carriage. Carriage done broke. With no wheels. You got mugged. Bro, Oregon Trail was the most cheating game I've ever played in my life, bro. Ever. Like, yo, Zorks. Oh, that's what it was called? Student of the game, that's what it was called? The Zorks or whatever it was called. But we used to play it in school on the computer. You remember Math Blaster, Reading Blaster? Like, come on now. Come on now, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, I'm a real 80s baby. I did this, man. Yeah. Bro, yeah, man. Like, man, nobody can ever tell me. Growing up in the 90s was just an experience that you just can't put into words. It was when what's it called? That's all I was saying. You sure it was? That's why I asked you. You sure it was Zork was the show? Someone look that up right now. There was a game that we used to play in computer lab when I was in elementary school, and they had it was like little green guys with the noses and stuff like that. I did not play Halo. I played Halo like once or twice in my entire life. I remember when it first came out on Xbox and everyone was playing it crazy. That wasn't me. I never owned an Xbox. I always had PlayStations. Once my father bought us that first PlayStation, I remember hustling during summer break with my siblings. I put the most down, and my siblings contributed whatever they had, and we bought the PS2 at Walmart, Super Walmart, when Super Walmart first came out, the Super Center, and because remember, Super Walmart came out to go against Big Kmart, and we bought the PlayStation 2. I remember bringing that back home and playing that game. So definitely, Soul Calibur was my junk. Donkey Kong 64, used to play that stuff at my friend's house and stuff like that. Shout out Ja Money and them. Yeah, they're the ones that had all the Nintendo ones, the older Nintendos, like 64, GameCube. I wasn't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto when I was younger. When it first came out, nope, I wasn't allowed to play it. So yeah, Dead or Alive was fire on Dreamcast. I love Dreamcast. Power Stone 2, House. What was it? What was that house? It was the House of the Dead or whatever that was called. Virtual Blaster. Time Force. What was another one on Dreamcast that was crazy? I had mad Dreamcast games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, and 3. You were not beating me in that game. Listen to that now. Hey! Yo, that game, I was the king of that game. No, bro. I was doing flips and skips everywhere. House of the Dead Flex Zone. You remember, I had the blasters from my Dreamcast. I remember growing up, because during summertime, you know, my parents were old school. If you wanted extra stuff, you had to go work for it. So I would weed out the gardens for my neighbors, cut lawn, doing a lot of cutting the lawn and stuff like that. You know, during summer, it's raining and stuff a lot. People need that stuff done. And I remember one of the guy had a lawn care service across the road from me, and he used to see me. I remember Turok with the Raptors and everything. And he asked me, he said, hey, do you want to make money actually doing that stuff? I said, okay. And he gave me my first summer job. And I remember that summer, I remember bringing home to my father, it was like $2,000, something like that, like $1,800 at that time. And I remember my siblings was like, whoa, right? And I'll never forget that. My first paycheck from him was like, what was it? It was like $600 cash. Because he had told me to weed out this lady. This lady had weeds as tall as me. I'm 5'10", 5'10 and a half. And he told me to weed it out. And this stuff was taller than me. And I weeded it out, and he paid me like $600 cash. I think he charged her like $3,000, but I got like $600 of it. And I remember he always paid me in cash. And I remember after the day, he always had like sodas and drinks in the cooler, and I could always bring home 2 or 3 home. So I'd bring a drink home for my siblings. I'd ask them what they want, Sprite, Coke, whatever it was. And then my father would say, okay, let me see what you got. And they would put it away in my savings and stuff like that. And I was allowed to use some of it to put away for my school clothes and stuff. So that's how I was able to get certain stuff. So that's how I got the Dreamcast and everything else with my siblings. And my siblings, we shared everything. So yeah. Fur fighters! I remember the fur one with the guns. Yes, sidekicks, always global. The little teddy bears with the guns. Fire game. Come on now, bro. Capcom vs. SNK, bro, with all those cheats to get Akuma and Cyber Akuma and what's his name, bro, all them. Oh man, I hated. Yo, they would always cheat. Yo, bro, I'm trying, bro. Come on now, it's me, bro. It's me. That's what it was. What's the game on PlayStation with those jet bikes? That was the other game my father got for PlayStation. It was a jet. It was like a jet ski, but it had like a turbo, and you could almost like fly with it. I forgot what it was called. That was the other game for PlayStation my father had got us. I never played Shinobi. Bruh. Never played Shinobi. Never did. Samurai Showdown. Jet Moto! Yes! That was the other game, bro. Yes! Siphon Filter. Yes. Yeah, bro. Come on now, bro. With the green and black thing on the game, on the cover. Come on now, bro. Playing with me right now, bro. Yes. I never played Echo. Never. I played Driver. You remember the game Bully? My friend, my brother, I call him my brother because he came out from New York. We grew up around each other. And even till now, like our kids and everything else. You remember the game Bully? He used to be big on that game, Bully. And it was like this kid, and he was going to like a private school and beating up people and stuff like that. Wolfenstein, never played Wolfenstein. I never played Age of Empire 2. Yeah, I remember, bro. It's me, bro. Bro, y'all gonna ask me if I spin it out at the speed of sound. Gotta rip it up in the better sound with the ting with the bay. Okay, the one that's gonna win. Let's Beyblade! Bro, don't play me, bro. I had Drigger. I had Ray's Drigger. Don't try me, bro. I didn't like Dragoon in real life. That rubber bottom didn't make it spin long. Come on now, bro. I had Drigger, and I always wanted Dranza. My sister loved Spyro. That was one of her favorite games. My sister loved Spyro, and she loved Ratchet and Clank. Max Hoffman, the Magic Man. Come on now, bro. It's me, baby. Was it Hoffman or was the other? No, I think it was Matt Hoffman was the Magic Man, right? It was Matt Hoffman, right? Who was the Magic Man? Magic Man. I'm going to look this one up. BMX. BMX. Or was it Mirror? I remember RIP. I remember he killed himself. I can't remember. Man, was it Mirror or was it does anybody know that off the top of their head, please? Street Fighter character. Straight up, you catching his work with Relento. Relento, I had Street Fighter Alpha 3. So if I picked Relento, you was getting finished. Ryu, you're finished. Ken, you are finished. I hated Sagat because, you know what I'm saying, that Tiger uppercut and that multiple. To me, Sagat was like a mixture of Ryu and Ken. And he could do the Tiger shot low and high and stuff like that. Yes. Yeah, I remember what I'm saying. Chaos, you remember him. Yeah, bro. Dave Mirra. Yeah. But yeah. Bro, Max Payne, I wasn't too big on it. I never played State of Emergency. But I be saying, bro, like you're talking to me, bro. Yeah, bro. Like everybody wanted to use the code for why does this thing keep doing that, man? It's getting annoying. And run Akuma, but I wasn't big on using Akuma. I like the regular characters and stuff like that, and we would run with that. We would definitely run with that. I remember Shenmue. Yes. I remember Shenmue. RIPK. Yes. Dave Mayer. That's what it was. Yes. So I was saying, I remember the Magic Man. So, wasn't he the first one to bust the triple backflip? I believe it was. And then, of course, Tony Hawk was the first one to bust the 900. I'm talking about, I was really that guy, man. Like, a lot of extreme sports. I was always outside. I was a big basketball guy. I grew up on sports. Like, even though I know the games and stuff, but that's because growing up in the 90s and stuff like that, with all the commercials during stuff like that and going over friends' homes. Like, I was never allowed to sleep at people's homes, but we would go and you would challenge people and stuff like that. Skies of Arcadia, I remember that one too. I wasn't big on it. I remember Shenmue, but I wasn't big on Shenmue either. I just, if you didn't have friends that had those games, or you didn't have it yourself, you weren't playing it. It wasn't like it is now. I remember Virtua Fighters. That's all arcade stuff, though. We used to play. We used to go to the arcade. But bro, I remember all of it, man. I was never big on Legend of Zelda, Legend of Zelda, something of Ocarina, any of those. I was never big on Zelda, on none of them. I liked Pokemon on the Game Boy, fire. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, fire. Like yo, like you remember when Pokemon first came out? I want to be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. These Pokemon can understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. Boom, I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's so true. My fun ain't been full of true. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon, yo, don't play me, bro. Don't play me. Pokemon, like yo, don't play me, bro. Yo, come on now, we do this, baby. We 80s and 90s babies, bro. Come on now, bro. Yo, Betty Lucky said Nitro's too familiar with these shows. Let me tell you what's funny. I didn't even like the Pokemon show. It's just the intro is too fire not to know. Like, I like the card game and the video game and the theme song, but the show was annoying to me. Like, Team Rocket's blasting every day. Team Rocket's blasting off again. I was big on Digimon. That was my show I'd watch, but I didn't want none of the Digimon stuff. It was like flipped with me. And Monster Rancher, monsters. I was transported to a faraway land, to a world where monsters rule. I played the game like an ace. Now I'm in this place to save the monsters from the evil moo. Monsters rule, monsters rule, Monster Rancher, monsters rule, Monster Rancher, Monster Rancher. Come on now, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh! I was big on Yu-Gi-Oh! With the cards. The card Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, I actually played that game. Like, I was nice with Yu-Gi-Oh! My deck, crazy nice. But my friend, shout outs to my boy, your boy Rock Lee. He would always kick my butt in it because he would specialize his deck for like light decks, dark decks. Jackie Chan Adventures. Jackie! And one more thing. Mumu Gwe fight E-Tao. Mumu Gwe fight E-Tao. Mumu Gwe. Bro, don't play me, bro. Don't play me on that, bro. It was not a bootleg Power Rangers. It was still fire. It was still fire, bro. It was still fire, bro. VR Troopers was still fire, bro. We are VR. We are VR Troopers. Stream what? Virtual reality. Troopers. Stream what? Virtual reality. Come on now, bro. Beetleborgs, Mask Rider, the Mystic Knights of Tyrannog. Like, don't play with me, bro. We do this. We do this. Bro, VR Troopers. It's right here, man. A lot of. Bloody Roar! Fire! Bloody Roar, bro. King Blaze. I kept trying to remember that game, Bloody Roar. When the guys could turn into the animals, bro, that game is so undercoverly great. I used to love the girl that was like the vampire chick. That was the player I used to play with Bloody Roar. Yes, fire game. Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborg. Come on now, bro. Mystic Knights, Tyrannog. Yo, 6 kicks. Bro, we here, baby. We here. Bro, X-Men, come on now. Power Stone, fire. I was big on Power Stone 2. Dreamcast. Power Stone 2. They're bringing it back. For anybody that loved Power Stone 2, they're bringing it back, and I believe in a Capcom like game pack, which you're going to be able to buy, I believe, on PS5, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and all that stuff. Why does this camera keep doing this? Y'all remember Beast Wars with the Transformers? That was fire too. A lot of shows, man. But back then, for everybody that's watching this and doesn't understand why everyone's so excited about these shows and everything else, it was those cartoons and shows are such a strong part of our childhoods. Like, everything was based around that. Your Happy Meals, the Big Kids meals, they were based on that stuff. Video games based on it. You're going to school waiting for new episodes, talking about it the next day. The teen magazines had the stars of those shows on the covers. Like, it was a total different time than what it is now. So a lot of times people don't understand why all of us remember those shows so like inherently. It's because we didn't have computers. I had Juno. I remember when internet first came out, how I used to connect was from Juno. Y'all remember Juno? You had net, what was the other? It was net something. You had that, you had Juno, the dial-ups. That's what it sounded like when you picked up your phone. And you couldn't use your house phone if you were using the internet. So it was a total different way of how we absorbed information. How we absorb it now is through our phones and of course through social media. But those things weren't prevalent back then. It was through the television. Codename Kids Doors, K&D, that was cool. Zoids, I used to love the one with Liger. That was my favorite Zoid. Liger Zero, that was my favorite Zoid. With all of the switches up, so you used to have Schneider, You had Schneider. That was the orange one with all the blades. You had what was the blue one with the jets? Crap. I forgot. I can't believe that. But yeah, that was my show. Net Zero. Yes, James Toller. Yes. We had to use our minds back then. And then when you weren't doing that, you were outside. And back then, you could be on your bikes. We would ride as groups, go to the recreation center, go to somebody's house, play video games. Like, parents allowed kids outside. So there was a lot of stuff like, what's it called? I remember, you remember Strike Laser Claw for the Liger Zero? Yup, Strike Laser Claw. Panzer! Panzer was the green version of the I'm sorry, I'm pivoting. Of Liger Zero. The Panzer unit was the green one. Schneider was the orange one. And I forgot what the blue one was. But yeah, man, like all that stuff is just the way how we grew up. It was totally different. And you were allowed to be outside. You had to be back home before the street lights came on. We would take groups of kids and go out to the rec, buy snacks, the Ice Cream Man, Chili Willies, Streets of Rage. Of course, everybody loved the kid that could skate, and Alex with the flaming uppercut. Come on now, bro. Yeah, Jacoby, that's what we did. Or we were playing basketball. I remember when my dad first got us our first hoop. And that's when I really started getting big in basketball. And we would have all the kids in the neighborhood come over and we'd be playing like 3-on-3 tournaments and stuff like that outside. My mom is Jamaican, so she'd make all the kids sucks, pause, and stuff like that. And it's pretty much just like it's like a sweetened juice rolled into a bag. And you bite the end and you can suck it for like super chilled juice and stuff like that. Yeah, it was just a different time, man. It was just a different time. Kids just don't know. Like, everybody waiting for the Ice Cream Man to come through. Everyone have your $2, $3. I remember one of my first crushes. Never forget, the name was Laura. I was in middle school. And I'm Chili, and the Ice Cream Man was named Chili Willie. He used to literally live around my grandmother's house. So when we were at my grandma's house and we wanted Chili Willie, we would walk to his house. But you know they're not supposed to sell you stuff from their house. But Chili Willie was an old dude, good guy, great, and his wife was so nice. And we got Chili, and we'd be outside his house, and the neighbors knew all the kids. And he'd be like, you know, he ain't a good kid. We're not supposed to sell you nothing outside of here. We're like, please, come on, man. It's Saturday. So he'd be like, all right, man, because it'd be the evening time, and he's already up. So he's like, all right, what y'all want? And then he would sell us to it from his house and stuff like that. We'd run back to our grandma's house. And then I used to love the chocolate eclairs. That was my favorite bar growing up. And my mom used to love the strawberry shortcakes. I remember my mom, when my dad would leave and go fishing sometime, when my father didn't bring him fishing, mom would be like, I'm not going to say my name, but she'd be like, Nitro, go to the Ice Cream Man, go get me a strawberry shortcake. And she let me keep the change. And the change would always be enough to get me a chocolate eclair. So shout out to Mama Dukes. Yeah, so many great memories. It's just it was a different time. It was a totally different time. Like during Christmas, after Christmas, all the kids were outside. And you were showing what you got, new toys, new game systems. Everybody's comparing, everyone's talking, everyone's going to try to play with each other's stuff. Total different time. Benny Lokini, yeah, man, to the start of the stream, we talked about everything. But it's 10:57, guys. We've literally been on for about 2 hours. Listen, every Monday and every Tuesday we'll be going live now. We're going to keep up on this Ravens stuff. I'm so sorry I got pivoted to the 90s. And y'all always do that to me, bro. Like, y'all get me pivoted to the 90s and 2000s and stuff like that. The Huffy bikes, of course, I remember that. But I love you guys. Thanks for showing up for the Monday Wunderkind morning show. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. Listen, every Monday and every Tuesday, we'll be going live. And I'll be trying to do every alternating Friday also. I want to make this full-time, guys. I'm hoping that I could make this YouTube thing full-time and give y'all everything I got. And if I could make this full-time, I'm going to do memberships and everything too. I'm going to be doing gaming. Gaming, if y'all want to know what I play on games, it's usually Call of Duty. And I'm going to pick up Madden because there's a couple guys that wanted me to pick up Madden again. I hated it for the longest time because I hated all the cheating in it. But definitely, we're going to be doing that. We're going to have memberships. And then I think I'm going to make like the memberships like $1 or $2 like a month. And then everybody with the memberships will have access to all that stuff. Because I really want to do this full time to give y'all everything I got. And I think I could build the channel faster and better that way. But make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already done so. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of the first morning show, and we're going to keep growing, guys. So the next morning show will be on Monday, and you'll see me going live for certain games and certain stuff like that. Definitely be live for the draft and other things, but we're going to keep doing this. We're going to have morning shows to start off the week 2 times, and then every alternating Friday. We're going to do this. This is the Wunderkind Show. We're going to build this the right way, guys, and I'm going to give you everything I got. So thanks once again for another episode of the Wunderkind Show. I love you guys if you have not already done so. Oh, Zachary Howard with a $5 donation. Same scheme, same philosophy, and nothing will change. John needs to go. I did see a poll, and it said Raven fans want to keep Harbaugh. Harbaugh's not going nowhere. As long as we're winning the amount of games we're winning, he's not going to go nowhere. That's the problem. But that's the conundrum of winning so many games and being one of the top offenses in the league. Being real with you, Zachary Howard. So, it is what it is. We have to win in spite of Harbaugh. And that's just being realistic. But like I said, it's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. I appreciate everyone. Flex Zone, thank you for showing up. If you guys have not already showed, they have their own show. Go check out the Flex Zone podcast. Great guys. And great show, too. They put on for the Raven flock and everything else. Go check them out. For King Blaze, you right. The best nation in the world. Donation. But I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. And like I said, next Monday we'll be at it again. But like always, I'm out this page, and y'all know how I do it. Peace. And I am out of here. Y'all know how it goes. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, we call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous.